Okay, hi everybody. It is me, Bonkai922. Well, it's Game of Thrones episode time. Season 5, episode 8, Hardhome. This one was better than last week. Even though last week was really good, yo, Cersei got that work. And in this episode, we see Cersei and, you deserved it, dumb bitch. But let's be honest. The only thing that mattered in this episode was the last 15 minutes. Yeah. No one's watching this scene, so what's the point of telling this? Just I'll wait until more people come in. The meat and potatoes of this episode. And surprisingly enough, there's only 2 more left. It should be interesting to see how this goes down. I do feel that this season, I want to say that this episode, the ending of this episode, saved the season. That's what I believe. If it wasn't for the last 15 minutes of this episode, I don't think we could. Oh, someone's rich. I don't think if it wasn't for the last 15 minutes of this episode, I don't think this would have been a good season, to be honest with you. I really do. You could say the last 15 minutes of this episode saved season 5. I mean that. Because, when you think about it, what was really going on this season? You had Sansa, the Sansa storyline, how that turned out. Fucking HBO. You have the thing with Tyrion. Okay, that's developed into something, I guess. Dorne, which not really. The only thing that mattered at the point was Stannis and Jon. I think those are the 2 characters that might have turned the season around. More Jon though than Stannis. Stannis hasn't shown anything yet, hasn't done anything yet. But Jon, to face this, and here's another thing to think about. I truly believe this. This is far more important than anything anyone else is doing in the series. I truly believe that. And this just goes to show you how fucking stupid the Lannisters are. How stupid they are, how stupid the Boltons are, how stupid they all are. There's an army of undead soldiers coming down from the north. And they're not concerned. Of course, they're on the other side of the world, so why would they? But now, you better be concerned about it. Because, Stannis is concerned about it. He's doing what he can. But I truly believe this. It's going to take, literally going to take Dany. There's no other way to look at it. Because they can't. What was interesting, though, about this episode, which interests me in the last 15 minutes, was with Jon. He fought this one guy, this one White Walker. And they brought this up in the preview, in the beginning of the episode, because they show you the last commander you want to watch. And he had his Valyrian sword. Now, here's my thing. That killed the White Walker. I'm wondering if that comes to play here. That maybe Valyrian steel apparently is a key in defeating them. So, that might be a clue of how they can stop the White Walkers to an extent. Now, like I said, a lot of shit went down in this episode. Yeah, the last 15 minutes was totally ridiculous. like Anthony Polito said. He didn't know he was watching an episode. He didn't know he was watching Dawn of the Dead on Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's crazy. But there were many other things that happened. Now, this Arya thing. Let me talk about this Arya thing. It's not. It's basically her assuming a new identity. That's what it is. At least from my point of view. It's her assuming a new identity, a new kind of person. She's no longer Arya Stark. That's the bare bones of that. It's not that very interesting. She's going and she's pretending to be this one person. She's selling clams to this guy. All right, and then basically, she has to go through this test by doing this. It's not that very interesting. I'm sorry. The other things that we had was, okay, Tyrion and Dany. Kind of an interesting duo here. You have one guy who who had a horrible father and killed his father. And considered him a bad child. And you have another one who has a horrible father, people and shit. And, you know, they're similar in a way, but not really. But the Tyrion thing, he's basically, and the whole thing about it is that Dany just threw counsel from Tyrion, spared Jorah. Spare life, banishes him, basically goes off to fight in the fighting pit still. And which I believe is going to continue in the next episode, in episode 9. Now, their conversation leads to me to believe that for Tyrion, he believes she should stay in Marine. Now, I can see what Tyrion means by that. I can understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to say, you know, you're on the throne, but, you know, you could really open up here. You could become a ruler here. And, you know, so on and so forth. But and the thing is like, I think Anthony Bellino didn't like that comment she said. She said, oh, I'm going to break the wheel. Well, and Tyrion's knowledge in this, I hope Tyrion makes Dany look better. I hope that happens. I really do. Because so far, he said like, you know, that happened, that whole scenario, and we had that. Zombies. Anyway, so we had that. The other part, you know how much pleasure I'm getting in seeing Cersei in jail and just groveling. She was licking the floor of the ward that was there. I was like, yo, bitch, you got it. You got what came to you in folds. Ned Stark is smiling like this. Someone posts somewhere the meme of Ned smiling in heaven. Like, that's right. You got it. And that seems just so sad. Because the guy who's on the council comes in, and one of the crimes, okay, was incest, but the other crime, Robert's death. So she's being blamed for having sex with her brother. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And listen, I have zero sympathy for her. You might as well say this. She killed her own children. I'm going to go that far. Because, to be honest here, you should have a better job parenting. You should have a better job ruling. She wasn't. She wasn't. And if I had to, make a video, rise and fall of Cersei Lannister. She's a bitch, and she deserves what she gets. I really don't care. She doomed herself. Yes, she doomed herself. She doomed herself. She should have done a better job showing Joffrey the correct way. She should have done a better job knowing what was going to happen. All her actions basically came back in having sex with her brother, conspiring to kill Robert, killing Brain, killed, and all that stuff. Everything she's done has backfired on her. And now justice has come. And guess what? Well, I have to say, I don't know. And, her set being was the king, Tomlin, he's in his room, he's not eating at all because Marjorie's in prison, his mother's in prison. And as far as that's concerned, she has only herself to blame. Only herself to blame. Now we had that, and I was satisfied. Yeah, I was loving that shit. Yeah. So let's. Because he's a bitch. Then we had Sansa. The things about this season that I find to be, I'm not going to say they're rote. The Dany thing, it persists. There's some things she did horribly, and there's some things that I can say, okay, that was not too bad. But Sansa's situation, this whole situation with Sansa and the Boltons, I'm sorry, it's fucking stupid. HBO failed miserably when doing this storyline, when doing this plot. You failed big time. First of all, you shouldn't have shown that rape scene. That should not happen. I'm sorry. Should not have happened. But anyway, it's fucking stupid. But I thought the conversation she had with Reek kind of interesting. And basically in this scenario, and here's the thing that I look at and I say to myself, I shouldn't do that. Ramsay was persisting with his father, saying that, oh, we should go and attack them. Go and destroy Stannis. And his father's like, are you fucking crazy? It's the winter. We have a perfect we're fine here. They'll starve to death and die from the cold. He's like, oh no. And I think that's stupid because like it shows you that Ramsay's like he's not thinking outside the box. He's not really thinking clearly for that scenario. But this conversation, she that because like Reek, Theon says to her that what Ramsay did to him. And she says she would have done exactly that if Theon was right in front of her. The real Theon. And I'm like, you shouldn't be saying that since how you got raped by Ramsay. Like I said, the whole Sansa plotline, I'm sorry. It's like so ridiculous. That's the one plot line I look at and I say to myself, this is absolute shit. So that thing happened. Now, The last thing that happened, the good thing that happened, what good and bad, was the night. That little boy whose family got killed by the wildlings shows up, and he's talking to Sam about John, about everything that's happened. He just lets him know that sometimes a man has to make tough decisions. This is what needs to be done. He says, "You believe him?" I said, "I put out with every bit of the bottom of my heart, I believe." And we let that into John and the wildling guy going into there. It was a crazy scene. That guy with a bone man, he beat the shit out of him. Oh, no, that was sick. But they go in there and they tell the wildlings. They let them know that war's coming. And what's funny is this guy who I believe he was part of that group from season 4 who was eating people, cannibalism. He's a go. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, guy. Okay, do you want to be dead? Undead? So, but pretty much the talks don't break off with the wildlings. John does get a few of them to agree with him, to come with them so that they could be saved. And almost on cue, they hear something. And it's just like this huge, you don't even see the White Walkers. You just see this snow coming down from the fucking mountain. And it's a and then like hell breaks loose. For crazy battle scenes in Game of Thrones, this is up there. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding if I like this more, the battle at Black Castle, or the battle of Blackwater, the Blackwater battle. Between those three, it would be very more intense. Like they see, and I have to agree with it. Like I said before, Dawn of the Dead. It was like, really. The only difference is, they have blue eyes.
And what was interesting, like I said before,
John got rocked by that one guy, that one White Walker. Rocked like nobody's business. I was just like, holy shit. Like, you guys shit rocked. And basically, he ends up using the Valyrian steel, the previous Lord community, and I killed the guy. I guess you could say there's 3 ways. You can kill with Dragonstone, or Dragon Glass. You can kill him with Valyrian steel and fire. Now, battles heck, turn into White Walkers. Probably the most fucked up scene I've seen in this 15 minutes of battle was probably that girl, that woman who had the children, her kids. I think we don't call her enough. White Walker children. And she was like, she's gonna fight them. And they just ate her. I'm like, God damn. It was so fucked up. So Primo ends on happening. He saves as many wildlings as he can of John. And he just sees the commander of the White Walkers, and he just does this. He's got like thorny things, almost like a crown engraved in his skull. And he like the people who got attacked by the White Walkers become White Walkers themselves, and they rise. And that's what the episode ends. And the preview basically shows them going to the wall, the whole thing with Dorne. See, here's the thing with me. What's happening in Dorne, what's happening in Meereen, what's happening in King's Landing, what's happening at Dead Fort in Winterfell, all that shit, for me, means nothing. And here's why. First people who are going to get it is going to be Castle Black. Then the Boltons are going to get it from the White Walkers. While we're in there and destroy everything, Boltons will North will be lost. And well, this is up. But then again, they're on the other side of the water. They don't know. What's happening in King's Landing? Oh, tribunals and shit. Now, obviously, the thing with Dany is she can't know. She doesn't know. I feel like she's it's so crucial to have these dragons do something. Miss Murray. But she doesn't know. She doesn't know what's coming. No one knows what's coming. Winter's coming. It's here. They're here. They're going to cross the river. They're going to come down and destroy everything. It's insane. But at least for what I find interesting about this episode with the last 15 minutes of this battle, that was amazing. I thought it was fucking fantastic. Second season was that fact. Valyrian steel supposedly can kill fires. That's very intriguing. I have no chance. Probably not anybody. Again. Let me just see what the comments say. Oh, potato cam? I don't know. My internet's always like that, Nezima. So. Yeah, I know. I saw. Big times there. I'm just. Okay. Oh, that's what it is, Mike Jones? I didn't know. James H. Yeah, sometimes this happens with, record with live streams. It gets all fritzy and fucked up. My camera, I don't know. It happens sometimes. Well, my side, I mean, it's probably just a fucking whatever. So it's Lancel, not Jamie. Okay. That was forged in Valeria, same place too. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, John Turner. That is true. That is true, Mike Jones. Because I mean, the one thing. I mean, I personally don't like the Sansa. I hate the Sansa thing more than the Dorne thing. But even the Dorne thing is weak. Both are weak. Both are woke. Very woke. Very woke. Weak plot lines. And it's sad. I mean, hopefully when I get to reading the books, maybe I'll stop reading book 1 and just start book 2. Go about that. And I'll get more details about everything. So yeah. Oh wow, really, James H? So it took 2 weeks to make the last 20 minutes of this episode. Wow. But yeah, I mean, this was a good episode as far as 15 of the last couple of minutes was concerned. I truly mean that. Everything that's happening between with King's Landing and Deadford, Winterfell. I mean, Dany, she's across the world. That's understandable. But everything else between Winterfell and King's Landing and Bravos, it means nothing if these White Walkers are coming down and killing them. And the only person who seems to want to do anything about it is Stannis and Jon. So I proclaim Jon Snow and Stannis Baratheon the MVPs of this season. Yes, I proclaim it. Baratheon, and not Snow. He's a Stark. That's what I feel. But sorry, people, about the camera. I don't know why that's doing that. Fucking stupid. Piece of crap. Only Stannis can save Winterfell plot. Oh, really? I don't know about that, doesn't it? The series is going to spoil the book readers very soon. Damn. That's true, Mark Jones. Because I mean, you got to leave it like this way. Jon Snow's on basically not even the Winterfell. He's on the Wildlings and trying to stop the White Walkers. And Stannis is in Winterfell. If he can defeat Bolton and stop them and kill them and get Sansa, and can properly defend Winterfell, because let's be honest here, do they even know the Boltons? They're like, you need to get your head on straight. They're concerned about Stannis and this. I'm like, if Castle Black falls, they're next. And then they're all going to be zombies. And Ramsay will act like a bitch. But, yeah, Stannis is the man. Stannis, my man. Stannis, my man. But, yeah, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes for this episode. Probably save this season. So. Oh, I'm sorry about that, James H. Yes, you're right. He's a Targaryen. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. You just, James H., you just, oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to James H., I now know what the story is with Jon Snow. Though I was hoping that someone else was going to let me know about this scenario. And don't worry, James H., I'm not going to block you or anything. I should have saw it coming because people had told me, yo, Hawkeye, yo, story about Jon Snow. Whatever. Anyway, let's see what's got here. Debatable. Okay, so they're basically Colin Turner saying that it's going to pick up in the last 2 episodes. Really? Okay. By the systemic status syndrome. Okay, Colin Turner. Also, they turned down Ramsay's character in the show. The rape scene in the books that they based on is way more fucked up. Ramsay in the books is worse than Joffrey in terms of being fucked up. Wow, really? Did not know that, Colin. Good shit. Okay, so it hasn't been confirmed yet. All right, thanks, Nesman. But, we'll see what happens in the last 2 episodes. It seems next week we're going to get Dorne again. We're going to get Dorne. We're going to get them at the wall. I think we get Cersei as well. So, usually episode 9 delivers. It's either episode 9 or episode 10 that delivers. So. Sorry, quality of the video. I don't know. Let me check something. Why it's looking like that. Look like that. It's a little static. I don't know why that is. No clue. Sorry if it looks like that, people. But yeah, that's pretty much what went down in this episode. We'll see what happens. The last 2 episodes should be very interesting. But and I think I saw somewhere, I think on Facebook, that they confirmed that they started casting for season 6 of Game of Thrones. So we should get something interesting there. And supposedly it's going to leak into season 6. So what's happening in season 5 is essentially supposedly going to have continuing season, from what I was told. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Nothing else to add. I mean, like I said before, I'm so satisfied that bitch is in jail. What? She's the worst. Woke mother. Woke mother. That's why I'm saying that. So. But yeah, unless anyone else has anything to say, comments-wise, let me just check, see. Nose. Allergies. Alright, so no one's saying anything, no one's posting anything. I guess I can end this up. But I'm definitely enjoying John, what he's been doing. Yeah, I know, just she's Leap Squad. I know about that. I saw Crazy Boy in 190. Very I'm glad that Sins is finally getting the recognition it deserves. Oh, really? Rob's uncle? Supposed to be cast. Or Theon's uncle. James H. I'm spoiling. All right, so thanks for the comments, people. We'll see what happens in the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. Got my Penny Dreadful in a couple of minutes. Find out what's going on with that. And by the way, people, stop commenting on the Penny Dreadful, please. I know a lot of people don't watch it, but come on. I know it's just me and Rick, but come on, comment on the Penny Dreadful, please. Something. Please. But yeah, nothing else to add. Hopefully this week, I'll get through with most of those first impressions and shit. We'll see.
And yeah, I got iMessages to upload.
But until then, I'm Bonk and I-22. Man, that last scene was... Winter is here. Now, the little winter is coming. Winter is here. Let's get a move on. I'm Bonk and I-22. I'll check you guys later. Peace.